Hello, my name is Mars, and welcome back to the Rise of the Golden Idol, the Age of Restraint DLC. So, I have some questions in my mind after the previous scenario, namely, or I suppose most importantly, how and why did Morton Da Silva die? Right? Because, obviously, okay, he shot this guy. We know that much. But he has 4 holes in him, as if he were shot by this device, the mounted 4-barreled gun on the spaceship. Which I suppose was in the window, the open window. Could have been. But I also noticed that this device is right next to him, and we don't quite understand what this device is yet. Based on the story that we saw of the dog getting fire powers and defeating gremlins and whatnot, it could very well be some device that mimics the function of a gun, not that. This. We don't really fully know what this has to do with this story. And the fact that it was next to Morton Da Silva when he died really confuses me. I'm sure that will all be somehow explained in the final scenario, but who knows, really. Those are just the things that I'm most curious about going into it. So let's start. Consequences. Disobedience sows chaos. That's a big robot. Yikes. Okay. You will answer for this. So you caused this. Make it stop. A bunch of people yelling at these 2 sentinels. Look what you've done, Tala. This is all your fault. Insolent child. I did it in the name of the law, she says, lying. Don't you understand? Did I not show you his evil dreams? Right, and all of these people have pink marks on them, pink circles on them. Jeez, okay, this is making me dizzy looking at this. So they're inside the body of the robot. Okay. Verbal input received. I am a lawful citizen. I am a sentinel. I am not intoxicated. Analyzing input. Input correct. Scanning Veridola. Authorized user status confirmed. Verbal command received. Set operator authorization to Tala Kib only. Running set operator Tala Kib. Run justice function from chip. Analyzing chip. Running justice on Heco Sift? Maybe. Verbal input received. I am a lawful citizen. My name is Tala Kib. I am not intoxicating. Input correct. Scanning Veridola. Authorized user status denied. Statement 1 error. Okay, so one of these is untrue about this time. I am a lawful citizen. My name is Tala Kib. I'm not intoxicated. One of those is a lie. Verbal input received. I am a lawful citizen. My name is Tala Kib. Never once in my life have I even thought about touching narcotics. Analyzing input, input correct, scanning Veridola, authorized user status confirmed, verbal command received, stop all functions. Okay. Based on this, the fact that Tala Kib can honestly say that she's never thought about touching narcotics tells me that the incorrect statement here is Tala Kib. My name is Tala Kib, and that this was someone else. Oh, jeez. All previous commands performed successfully. Stop. Okay. Now we're getting into coding. Not excited about that. So we have to determine... Jeez. what each of these means. Okay. Great. Looking forward to that one. Okay, so Etham has gotten out. I am a lawful citizen. My name is Tala Kib. Never in my life have I even thought about touching narcotics. Okay, so he's the one who said this. And he is obviously lying because he's not a lawful citizen and he is not Tala Kib. So this is one of those Veridolas that has been improperly calibrated. Today has been crazy. First, a sentinel I'd never seen before entered my cell and removed the idol, using a circular saw. On his way out, he said to me, "You saw nothing. It's strange, but..." I could have sworn his Veridola glowed green as he said that. Not long afterwards, I heard people running around and then gunshots. All the while, I just stayed in my cell, frozen in fear. That was a while ago. We're experiencing terrible turbulence now. I'm done sitting around. I'm going to try and sneak out and see what's going on. So he might have gotten the miscalibrated Veridola from the guy who got shot, because his Veridola was calibrated such that it would glow green on negative statements and on false statements and red on true statements. So he might be lying about all three of these. Ethan might have thought about touching narcotics. Analyzing input correct. Okay. Mega Miner shutting down in 3, 2, 1, zoomp. That's a very flattering view of Ethan's face. Okay. Okay, Daria is in the tube. Who knows why? Oh, the robot is grabbing... This is the ship. This is the ship that the Sentinels live on. I see. And the robot is kidnapping them? Alright, here are the statutes in the library. Mega Miner User Manual. The Mega Miner robot can be programmed using either visual or traditional scripting. Figures 1 and 2, below and right, show how the default mining function looks in each case. To trigger this function, use the following line of code, remembering to place both bracketed parameters with the ones you require. Run mine, Dreadworm, Ruby. Alternatively, you can write your own functions using the inbuilt commands, which are detailed on the next page. Default mining function, find. If found equals nothing, walk, return to start. If found equals obstacle, destroy, return to start. If found equals being, identify. If identified as not target 1, discard, return to start. If identified as target 1, kill and destroy and return to start. If found equals gem, identify. If identified as not target 2, discard and return to start. If identified as target 2, clean, store, and return to start. So we need to figure out which of these is which. Great. What's the difference between this and this, then? What? Why are these two separate ones? Okay. This equals find. This is if found. I don't know. Oh, confusing. Okay, I'm gonna look at all the spots before I figure this all out. Mega Miner polishes gems to radiant shine with 0 damage. That's clean. Destroy. Mega Miner uses latest laser blast technology to quickly remove any obstacle. Discard. Tells Mega Miner to drop whatever it is holding, or leave alone whatever it is identifying. Find. Tells Megaminer to search his current area using advanced eyesight technology. Identify. Upon identification, Megaminer marks specified targets with X symbol and non-targets with O symbol, so what was on all the people in the body. Kill. Instant humane death via laser blast technology. Useful against gem-eating nasties. Store. Megaminer can hold up to 8,000 geoweights of raw gemstone material. Walk. Prompts Megaminer to step forward 3 paces. Okay. I'll figure that out later. Yikes, I'm not looking forward to it. Okay. So these 2 people who did the heist have been fused. The men are not breathing. I can tell that. One of them is holding a string. The idol is empty. The idol is set to give all memories. Oh boy. Okay. There's one of those discs that we saw in the main game. We have a gun with some charges in it and a bunch of the artifacts. This is one of the things that the harvester, the modified harvester would send them to. Okay. Okay, so this would be Heco Sift lying dead and his memories were taken. Great. The man is not breathing. Monument to Humanity is 1. Data Disk Factory. Warning, tracking dead zone. Data Guardian's office. Tanska Family Orchard. Okay. So Heco Sift has the red curse on him, meaning his memories have been taken, and he is currently in the data disk factory. So some of his memories are in a disk, it would seem. This disk? They took his memories and put it in a disk? Okay. Peapod 23 Teleporting Harvester. Effective, safe, legal. Teleports fruit straight from tree to storage bin. Yep, we knew that. Flight recorder. Will record for several minutes after crash. The Sentinel ship. But we were so far ahead, how did they find us? Don't call me that. Look at this place. It's perfect. For now, at least. Let's go. Hey, don't blame me. Maybe they just got lucky. Is everybody okay? Are the artifacts intact? Check all 6. Are they alright? Isn't it obvious how? Don't you see? Oh, you had 1 job. 5 more that do that, and we won't need Mr. Deadweight here anymore. Take it. Hey, see that billboard? That explains what one of our artifacts does. No thank you. Where did you get your license? No thanks to you. You know that's not what happened. Give me that map. We need to hide. Listen, idiot, we were shot. It's a miracle I got up this far. Will you two stop bickering? Look behind us. Is that? Surely it can't be. Okay, so we need to deduce the order of these and who said what. And the 3 are these 2 who died and Heco Sift. I think we should try and figure out give me that map. We need to hide. Okay, so Heco Sift currently has the map, so he's the blue. Jeez, this is gonna be hard. You know that's not what happened. Give me that map. We need to hide. Listen, idiot, we were shot. It's a miracle I got us this far. Will you two stop bickering? Look behind us. Is that? Surely it can't be. The Sentinel ship, but we were so far ahead. How did they find us? Okay, I'm gonna say that this happens here. Well, you surely it can't be the Sentinel ship. Okay. Okay, so first, these two are bickering. I'm guessing, hey, don't blame me. No thanks to you. Listen, idiot, we were shot. Don't call me that. Okay, it's a miracle I got us this far is probably coming from the guy who was driving, Mr. Green, I think, who was steering the ship. And this would be Mr. Blue? I don't remember their code names. It probably doesn't matter. Is everybody okay? Are the artifacts intact? Check all 6. Are they alright? That's probably first. Don't call me that. Look at this place. It's perfect for now at least. Let's go. Listen, idiot, we were shot. It's a miracle I got us this far. Probably. Don't call me that is probably in response to listen, idiot. How did they find us? Isn't it obvious how? Don't you see? You had one job. Listen, idiot, we were shot. It's a miracle I got us this far. Don't call me that. Look at this place. It's perfect for now. At least let's go. Okay, so I'm gonna move these. Down here. I still think, is everybody okay? Are the artifacts intact? Check all 6. Are they alright? Yeah. No thanks to you. Where did you get your license? Give me that map we need to hide. Probably comes after they see the Sentinel ship. Oh, Mr. Deadweight is probably don't call me that is. Hold on. Listen, idiot, we were shot. It's a miracle I got us this far. You know that's not what happened. Give me that map we need to hide. Take it. Take the map. Okay. This is the one I can't figure out where it goes. Don't blame me. Maybe they just got lucky. Oh, you had one job is probably don't blame me. Maybe they just got lucky. Okay, I think I'm figuring this out. No thanks to you. Where did you get your license? Okay, will you two stop bickering? Look behind us. Surely it can't be the Sentinel ship, but we are so far ahead. How did they find us? Isn't it obvious how? You had one job. Hey, don't blame me. Maybe they just got lucky. Listen, idiot, we were shot. It's a miracle I got us this far. You know that's not what happened. Give me that map we need to hide. Hey, see that billboard? That explains what one of our artifacts does. 5 more that do that, and we won't need Mr. Deadweight here anymore. Don't call me that. Look at this place. It's perfect for now at least. Let's go. Damn it. Okay. I was pretty confident in that, but okay. Let's take another look at everything. So Daria has one of those things on her as well. This is not what we're looking for things. Where did all these people come from, I wonder? This is all your fault, Tala. Why is it all Tala's fault? Okay, this is gonna take a while, I'm pretty sure. We need to go find the functions. Or... where was the place where it showed the robots, here? In the library. Yes, the Mega Miner user manual. To trigger this function, use the following line of code, remembering to place both bracketed parameters with the ones you require. Okay, so... find. So this must be find. The one at the very beginning. Find. So the 4 things you can find are nothing, obstacle, being, and gem. So 2 of these, obstacle, so 2 of these are identify. So identify must be the plus marks. This is the same as this, so this must be probably destroy. Which means that this means obstacle. The red square. Yeah, so far so good. So this must be walk. Because it's the only one with just one command afterwards, which means that this means nothing, the blue circle. Okay, so since this means destroy, the red, what is that, a hexagon? The red hexagon must mean target. Target and not target. And this must mean being. Is a star. Which would make the green triangle a gem. Okay, this isn't too hard. I'm figuring it out. Okay. So if found gem, if target, clean and store. So I'm gonna store A to Z. Clean and store. And discard is the orange. If target 1, kill and destroy. Everything is correct, alright? Okay, so this is just the same, basically. Filling... This is just putting the default mining function into a flowchart. Okay. This seems a little superfluous because I have all the information here. This is just... I guess it's translating what this chart means, but I feel like Figure 2 default mining function lays it out pretty handily, but oh well. If nothing is found, walk. Hold on now. This looks different. This has 3. This has 3 branches. This has 2 branches. Okay. We're actually looking at something else. View function. This is the function of this robot. This is not the mining robot. This is something different. Okay. Okay. Find. Nothing. If found nothing, then walk. If found obstacle, then destroy. If being found, then identify. If not target, then store, and that's why they're all in the belly of the thing. If target, then kill. If all previous commands perform successfully, then stop. If the target is killed. Alright, so what's Etham doing? Mega Miner shutting down in 3, 2, 1. Jump. So basically this thing is looking for a specific target and trying to kill them. Probably Heco Sift, because he escaped with all the things. Okay, now I need to figure this out. What about this is wrong? Is everybody okay? Are the artifacts in check? Check all 6. Are they alright? No thanks to you. Where did you get your license? So, I need to figure out which things are definitely... Okay, I think these last 3 are probably correct. See that billboard? This explains what one of our artifacts does. 5 more that do that, and we won't need Mr. Deadweight here anymore. Don't call me that. Look at this place. It's perfect for now, at least. Let's go. You know that's not what happened. Give me that map. We need to hide. I'm guessing that give you that map comes before take it. Okay, so the rest of it is... Okay. I'm gonna put this back. I'm guessing maybe they just got lucky is what comes before. You know that's not what happened. You had one job. How did they find us? Here? Everything is correct. Okay, so it was just this that was in the wrong place. Listen, idiot, we were shot. It's a miracle I got this far. Okay. When someone summoned something, realized that someone was being something. They something the something because it was a something. Once inside, they... Then using... Okay, this is about them moving all of Heco's memories to a disk. When Heco Sift, Mr. Green, and Mr. Blue realized that Heco Sift was being tracked. It's not followed, so he must be being tracked. They... Something the something. Hold on, they entered... I think it's... They entered the data disk factory because it was a dead zone. That makes sense to me. They entered the factory because it was a dead zone. Once inside... Okay, using the golden idol, they transferred all Heco Sift's memories to a disk. We know that much. Okay. Once inside, Mr. Green and Mr. Blue did something to something. Did they shoot him? They shot him. They did. He's bleeding. And they called him Mr. Deadweight. So obviously they just were using him to, they were using him to get the artifacts, but they didn't really care about him. Okay, so they shot him. Or shot Heco Sift. Then using the golden idol, they transferred all Heco Sift's memories to a disk. They did this because they needed Heco Sift, because he knew the locations of something. He knew something. But he could not have left the factory without being tracked. Finally, using the harvester, they teleported to the farm. The orchard. But this went horribly wrong, obviously. Because they had... The billboard was for a normal harvester that is advertised as effective, safe, and legal, but they had the modified harvester that fused organic materials together. Okay. He knew the functions of the artifacts. Everything is correct. Alright. Alright. Alright, so now we're figuring out what went on with the robot. Someone programmed the something to something, something, and then something before it could... Okay. Talakib. Okay, I need to look at, like, the dates on this. Or are these times? Run justice function on Heco Sift. So Heco Sift must be the target. Then Talakib was not able to turn it off because she was intoxicated. And then... Okay, I figured... I think I know this. Talakib turned on the justice function so they could find Heco Sift. And then, like an hour later, she wanted to turn it off because, it was taking people that it wasn't supposed to, I guess. I did it in the name of the law, and she's lying about this. Okay. Talakib. Okay, and then... Okay, but she was drunk, so she couldn't have, made the robot stop. Why did I go silent for a second there? I don't know. Talakib programmed the robot to find, identify, and kill Heco Sift before it could stop. But because the something had been something on something, it failed to something. Because something had been used on someone, it failed to find Heco Sift. Because the golden idol has been used on Heco Sift, the robot failed to find Heco Sift, so the rampage continued. Talakib tried to stop it, but couldn't. Having just... Having just done something to something. Hold on. What are the statutes again? Seeking wealth or status beyond the purview of a sentinel's responsibilities is forbidden. Okay, she had probably broken one of these. It's not that she was drunk or intoxicated. It was that she wasn't a lawful citizen. So she had broken one of these statutes, so she couldn't... She had just violated one of these statutes. Any attempt by a sentinel to take the law into his or her own hands is forbidden. So I think it's the third statute. Finally, Ethan Lerville managed to, by using the Veridola that had previously been miscalibrated. 2 or fewer incorrect. Okay. Alright. So what's something that we're certain is correct? Talakib. Okay, so that means there's just one that's incorrect. So we're gonna do our... Okay, but actually before we do that, let's go through it. Not use my brute force thing. Talakib programmed the robot to find, identify, and then kill Heco Sift before it could stop. But because... Was it because the golden idol had been used on Heco Sift? The dead zone? No. That's not it. He wouldn't have a thing on him because... Okay, he is the target, but... It tracked him. It was able to track him because he was the target and he has the mark of being the target on him. Hold on. I need to take a look at this again. Upon identification, Mega Miner marks specified targets with X symbol and non-targets with O symbol. Oh, it couldn't kill him because he was already dead. Okay. Failed to kill him. There we go. not that it couldn't find him, it did find him. The mining robot got stuck in an infinite loop of destroying buildings and capturing people, because Tala had programmed it not to stop until it killed Heco, which was impossible, because the idol had already extracted all his memories. Fortunately, Ethan realized he could trick the robot into accepting his commands by lying to it while wearing the temporary Veridola from the heist. This way, he managed to end what would otherwise have been an endless cycle of destruction. 1 year later, what do you think he was trying to achieve? Anything I say will be pure speculation. We'll never know what motivated that heretic. Oh boy, okay. We have more to figure out. Okay, Heco Sift wanted to do something to all something, convince, maybe, all something to something, and then something to something. Okay. So now we're going to need to know the function of these. You want to... I'm immediately drawn in by convince. The convincer converts an idea into a list of arguments that are statistically most likely to convince everybody the idea is true. Heco Sift wanted to convince all Lemurians to abolish the restraint policy and then conquer the world. That's my immediate thought. So what would he use? Let's see. Convincer, Quafizer, and then Cloud Printer sounds like it would work. So first he converts an idea into text, then converts that text into liquids, and then prints a cloud with that liquid that will spread the text into the atmosphere. It's a silly plan, but it makes sense. And the Cloud Printer. Yes! I wasn't really using any hints for that. It just kind of made sense to me. What the heck? Did it work? Did it work? Is what I'm wondering. Is this just showing what his plan was? I mean, obviously he didn't kill these guys. They killed him. They took his mind out of his body, and then they died in another way. Okay. So Lemuria finds its way. I'm sorry, are they trying to imply that Heco Sift is Echo Secunda? Because this is the data disk that Jack and Oriel got their hands on? You could have improved so many lives with your wondrous knowledge of Lemuria of the past. Barbarian or present weakling Lemurian. Pah, the last true Lemurian died with me thousands of years ago. Then perhaps it's for the best that none will access that knowledge anymore. I'm really confused by this conclusion, honestly. Barbarian or present weakling Lemurian. Pah, the last true Lemurian died with me thousands of years ago. The heck? Okay. This didn't really happen. This is just something that was in Heco Sift's head. I'm not 100% sure about this. None will access that knowledge anymore. I'm really confused by this. If anyone wants to explain to me what's going on, I would be really happy about that, but it seems to me that Heco Sift is actually Echo Secunda, and that's who wound up in Oriel Toussaint's body, and they're saying that Echo Secunda or Oriel could have improved so many lives. Then perhaps it's for the best that none will access that knowledge anymore. So Heco Secunda or Heco Sift, I'm guessing that they're the same just because their names rhyme. He went into Oriel's mind, but then Oriel's mind got scrambled, so none will be able to access that knowledge anymore. I don't know. I feel like this... I have really mixed feelings about this DLC. On the one hand, I think that the world building of the Golden Idol games is superb. And, like, this is the most, like, condensed and refined, like, example of that. Like, it's like they said, they're taking us to kind of an alien civilization to us, that isn't really alien, as I suspected. It just is in the very distant past, and it's very different from our world. But it really, really connects to everything that's going on currently. That being said, I mean, I feel like I want to say more about the world building, but it's just really good, and I feel like no one ever gives these games that much credit. That being said, it really confused me in the end, and I'm not entirely 100% sure of what's going on in the end here. Like, what that cutscene at the end was really confusing. Did Heco Sift manage to convince everyone to end the Age of Restraint and take over the world? Or was his mind just stuck in a data disk that was brought out thousands of years later? And put into the mind of Oriel Toussaint. I really cannot interpret what this means. It seems like Oriel within his asylum, that's why there are bars on the window, but I don't really understand. The other thing about this DLC is that I found it to be relatively easy. And I'm not just thinking about Spiel Dance, although I was massively disappointed in their implementation of Spiel Dance. After the previous DLC where we had to interpret Lemurian, which was like a really dense and interesting and grammatically unique language, and even the first case where we had to interpret Spiel Dance, that had some interesting grammatical rules as well, but this was just look at the order in which the person is doing the dance moves and then do a one-to-one comparison of those moves with the words in this glossary. It was really boring, and I don't know. A lot of the scenarios here, while overwhelming in the start, I mean, this one especially, this was probably my favorite of the cases because it like tickled my brain in a unique way and like really confused me at first. But even that, once I figured out what was going on, it was kind of easy. And that's not really what I expect from the Golden Idol games. Easiness. Maybe they were so focused on the world building that they forgot to, you know, bring their usual trickiness along with them. And then, of course, there are just so many loose threads and unanswered questions that, I don't know, there's one more DLC. Maybe they'll answer what the hell this thing is then, but I don't know. I enjoyed this as usual, but I don't think it was as good as the main game or any of the previous DLCs. So that's where I am, but I'm still very excited for the next DLC, whatever it's gonna be. It looks like it has to do with pirates. Maybe it'll take place in kind of the same like period of time as the first game, the case of the Golden Idol, and kind of bring the two narratives together in that way. But who knows? Who knows? I'd be really interested to see. But until that comes out, I have been Mars, and I will be back eventually with more The Rise of the Golden Idol.